What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games. Okay, this might not be an indie game. It's made by an indie developer, but like it's produced by Deep Silver. We're gonna check out Beyond Contact. This is a top-down space sci-fi survival game where you are marooned on a planet and you gotta figure out how to survive amongst all the alien wildlife. There's crafting, there's base building, there's all that kind of stuff, so we're gonna dive on in and see if it's something that is copacetic to your needs as a gamer. So anyways, look down below in the description if you wanted to get the game for yourself. I'll have a link for you down there. And then you can also check out my Twitch stream, my Discord, and my Twitter in that exact same place. Now that I got the spiel out of the way, let's get it going. Well, that's not a suitable description for my seed. We will call this LP. Sure, why not? And then impression. Can I actually type in there? Oh, I can't actually type. Oh, you only put numbers in there. Okay, I was going to like type a funny word inside of there. But it won't let me type funny word, therefore I feel like I'll just leave it on random.
Honored members of the UWC, the situation on Catern has deteriorated more quickly than anticipated. The latest surface scan has confirmed our greatest fears. We have discovered that this planet harbors a civilization, and that they find themselves on the brink of total annihilation. It is the duty of the UWC to ensure all life in the galaxy has the opportunity to grow and thrive. We must intervene. I have mobilized Space Corps. We have determined that the best course of action is to evacuate as much of the population as possible.
Thanks again for letting us work here.
Quinn! Quinn! We've received an urgent mission from Space Corps Command.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But we just tracked down this lost civilization. All right. What does it say?
You won't believe this. We've been assigned to the Catern mission.
Huh? You're joking. They don't usually send scientists on a rescue operation. Was there a mix-up?
Let's hear the update.
The situation on Catern has deteriorated. We've lost contact with our satellite, and we need your team to provide reconnaissance and support to the rescue operations from orbit. You're the only expeditionary research team in range. Coordinates and objectives have been uploaded to your ship's AI. There's no time to waste. Please depart immediately and review the mission briefing en route.
All right, team. Our directives have been updated. These artifacts can wait, but the rescue team can't. So let's get moving.
Quinn, you need to take a look at... What is that?
We're in some sort of asteroid field. Are you sure you got the right coordinates?
Wait, I've checked the instruments. We're staring right at Catern.
It's breaking apart. We're too late. Abort the mission. Get us out of here.
Here we go. All thrusters in full reverse.
Magnetic anomalies detected.
Quinn, it's not working. We're being trapped in.
Okay, team, this might be it. Get to the escape pods. We're gonna crash!
This is the Aurelius to all Space Corps vessels. Do not enter the system. Repeat, do not enter this system. The planet appears unstable. Megaton pulses are flooding our instruments. We can't escape. Preparing for impact. Abort the mission. Abort the mission.
Well, that seemed to have gone well. See, that's why I don't do space science right there. You get like magneton pulses and stuff. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds dangerous. It sounds like the kind of thing that I definitely don't want to interact with on any real physical level. We've got like a sweet piece of sheet metal that we can use as a blankie right there. At least we don't have to worry about freezing. Oh, there goes our blankie. Never mind.
That was too close. The others should be heading to the ship. I need to find them. I hope this still works.
Carl online. How can I help?
Carl, we need to locate the ship.
Affirmative. The Aurelius has been marked on your map.
All right, let's get moving. I hope everyone's okay.
All right, so we are actually officially inside of the game right now, and we can run around, and we can dig through scrap heaps, and we can find goodies and stuff like that. Apparently, it's very cold at the moment, so we may have to wait for the sun to come up. Otherwise, yeah, we got a heat meter over here on the right. And so anyways, the UI, we got our health, we got our stamina, and we've got our oxygen. Any of those three goes down to the bottom, bad things happen. Bottom of the screen, we've got our HUD UI. That's going to be effectively all the items we have equipped, and then this will get larger as we find backpacks and different gear sets and things of that nature. Our real only way to interact with the world of the game is we have a scanner that we brought along with us, and by scanning things, we're able to get data that we can trade in for research.
Data acquired. Use data to begin new research projects.
We do have some unidentified gas. Oh, never mind. It's oxygen. I was going to make a fart gas joke, but hey, we can fill up our oxygen right here, so that'll help out with our oxygen meter. For right now, our main objective, it seems like, is to go up and find the ship, which is 150 meters to the north of us. However, many of these objects around here are going to be interactable, and by scanning them, you can figure out basically what they do. I would recommend scanning just about everything you possibly can because it gives you resources you can use to trade in for research. And we can do research by going up to this menu right here and by telling Carl just to work on it. So 49 seconds right here. For 1 mineral data, we can learn how to make a thermostick. The thermostick is basically kind of a space torch. When it's too cold out for us, we can break out the thermal stick and it'll keep us warm while we're traveling around. And it is going to get cold during the nighttime phases of gameplay. Let's head north towards the wreckage site. We've got a ropey plant over here. I would like to get... I feel like with any game like this, you always end up getting lots of fibers and stuff. Okay, and we've got a stocked plant right here. It's a Keppel plant. I believe that that's kind of like a fruit. Yeah, so we can eat that right there, and it'll fill up our stamina a little bit. Taking a look around, it doesn't look like there's anything else that we can interact with. Luckily, it's a very, very short jaunt to get our way over to the spacecraft, so we should be able to find most of the things we need along the way. I'm just going to kind of like passively gather and sift on through. Can't do anything with the resin mound until we have like mining gear, and so unfortunately that's going to have to stay where it is. We've got more timber right there. I don't know what timber is. I think it's like fibrous ropey things that we can make stuff out of, like bindings, lashings, all that kind of fun stuff. There's also like a weird little creature right here. We can try to scan him, but like they seem to be kind of scared of us, and so it might be a little bit different.
I don't think the Aurelius will ever fly again. Let's look around.
Yeah, it does look like it's kind of in rough shape. I think I see the problem. There's a giant hole in the hull. Did anybody check that before we left? No? Nobody checked the giant hole in the hull before we left? Fantastic. Absolutely great. There's nothing quite like job oversight. There's an oxygen can right there, which is really, really... Was that an oxygen can? No, it was medical gel so that I can heal myself. Okay, well, we've just got a hologram over here, so we should probably scan that first and foremost, and then we'll interact with it.
To my fellow crew members, stay strong. We've taken a beating, but we'll pull through this together. Many survivors have been secured so far, some injured. We've remobilized and set up a temporary camp nearby. We have secured resources and medical equipment. All Space Corps operatives need to make their way to our camp. This message will repeat until all crew members are accounted for. We are in a desert region rich in coral.
Message concluded.
Haha, yes! I knew they'd make it. Thank goodness. We're going to make it, Carl. Let's go.
Okay, so now we gotta go find our crewmates. I need to find oxygen is what I need to find, because I feel like one of those fundamental biological necessities is making sure that we consistently have, like, gases and fluids to breathe. And so anyways, let's go ahead and take a look around and see if we can find any more of those bubble fart vents that can maybe get us topped up. Can I scan this little dude right here? I want to... Dude, just let me scan you. Maybe I got to get some kind of trank dart or something before I can... Maybe I got to knock him the hell out. That thing evolved. Okay, fair enough. Let's go back up to our research real fast. And portable heating is going to cost us 5 mineral data. I definitely recommend we do that. He'll knock that out for just a minute. One thing that I would like to see is maybe an indicator over the top of Carl while he's researching, or maybe like a change in his animation, so he changes to like a red color, and then he slowly fades back towards a blue color or like a green color until the research is done. We do have this little meter up here which slowly ticks off, but I'm a big fan of sort of emergent UIs. Hey, oxygen bubbles. All right, so where am I trying to go right now? We do have a map. I actually very much like the map and the sort of like neon thing that it's got going on. We got to go to the southwest, and we got to go to the southwest by a long way. So I don't think there's much of an option there. We're going to have to find more oxygen along the way too, and so not that big of a deal. Basically what I'll do is I'll sift through everything that we come across in order to grab some useful things while we wait for research to normalize. For mining equipment, we need 1 mineral data. We already have that. So as you can see, it's a really, really good idea for you to be like scanning and going through and kind of gathering resources and whatnot. Scrap heap, you got anything good for me here? We've got a space bar. Okay, fair enough. I can scan the escape pod. Will that give me any type of anomalous data? It gave me an oxygen tank. I can definitely take that.
Number 3201.
Just in case we get real desperate for a top-up. I feel like that's one of those items that's probably useful to have around. I'm going to sort of... This one's evolved. What happens if it evolves? I guess we just get more food from it. All right, fair enough. Those are hostile right there. Don't touch those. Bad things will happen. Yeah, our suit is almost out of oxygen. I figure we will find it at some point, but I don't see anything around. We do need to craft ourselves a thermo stick. There we go. We've got a thermo stick, and we can kind of like put that in our hand. There we go. And that'll kind of normalize our temperature until the sun comes back up. They do give you, this lasts like for a couple of days, and so we're not going to need to recraft one like every single night. One of the things I do kind of like about this is that some of the utilities feel as though they have duration to them. With a lot of games, it feels like you're constantly like recrafting the exact same things that you already have. I need this oxygen, and if you could stop biting me in the butt cheek, that would be great. Thanks, man. I need... Oh, no, dude. My acid protection. No! So I think this zone is probably going to be really, really bad for me. Yeah, let's just regenerate a little bit. There's lots of hostile critters around here, too, sort of implying that there's going to be combat. I do need more oxygen, and I need more oxygen, like, pretty badly, actually. So if I take a look, is there actually a way to pass down through here and get to the west? God, I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a trip. There's a dead thing over there, too. I'd like to scan it, but we've got so many hostile critters sort of like trailing us and giving us guff that I'm a little bit worried I wouldn't have a gap, but it looks like we're okay. So I got organic data out of that. Sweet. What can I do now? We've got animal capturing, and then we've got excavation equipment. Let's go excavation equipment, and then we'll do the animal capturing next. That's going to be about a minute until that's done, so... Smooth minerals. Can I scan it? I can indeed scan it. We are low on mineral data, so... Oh, wow, that gave me a bunch of mineral data. That gave us like 10. So that must be something important for later on. Unidentified blue squirmy thing. What is it, a bioshroom?
This steam must be getting vented from underground. What's happening down there?
Well, wasn't the planet, like, in a state of collapse? It sort of seems like, to me, that since it was in a state of collapse, like, things are going to be a little bit inconsistent around here. There's going to be some parts where they're not supposed to be. Yeah, I know. I can't find enough oxygen consistently. We'll find some more at some point. Apparently, I can make some basic tools to help myself out. I'm still waiting to find, like, a pass-through over here where I can get to the left, and they're not giving it to me. We may need to, like, panic and double back, unfortunately, which I'd really, really hate to do. Like, there's got to be... Oh, my God, giant death worm creature. Fantastic. Yeah, we're as far now as when we started, so I'm thinking maybe there may not actually be a way to get back up there. Let me run around for a minute and see if I can find my way up. Okay, well, it did finally loop around. It took a little while, and we cut it real close. An enigma crystal. It's an enigma crystal.
It's making my suit go haywire.
So it looks like I can't harvest it. I do like these little portraits that come up whenever one of the creatures is near you. So that's kind of cool. We need to eat some food. I'm going to go ahead and scan this banana plant, and then we're going to eat it. I got to scan all this stuff, actually. I like how we just, like, scan our butt every time we've got something in our inventory. Like, scan this, and just, like, scan your crack every single time. It doesn't look like that gives us much, but it is giving us a little tiny bit of health. My guess is we're supposed to probably cook some of this stuff before we eat it. There's a lumpy fruit over here. Okay, I'm kind of lumpy, and people seem to like me, so, like, I'm going to give the lumpy fruit its fair shot. Oh, wow, that gave us a little bit more. Hey, more oxygen, too, dude. That's good, because I had to use my oxygen canister while we were running around, and so, unfortunately, I'm, like, critically low on oxygen right now. All right, so our camp is over here.
What happened here? Everything seems to be fading away.
Where's the camp at? Am I inside of it properly? Oh, it's over here to the left. There we go.
Hello? Anyone? We need to find out what happened.
Oh, thank God. Free oxygen canister. Those oxygen canisters give you like half of your oxygen back, and so they can actually be pretty helpful. Oh, cool. We got a security baton. Oh, nice. We have a weapon. It's got kind of like a weird sticky animation, but like we can defend ourselves now. So at least that's a come up. Message recorder gave us a bodysuit, which actually changed the way our character looks, too, which is really, really badass. We went from just being like in a basic space unitard to being put inside what actually looks like kind of a space marine battle suit. I'll take it. We'll get the ember crystal. There's a creature part over here. Did it come off of them? It gave us biological data, so I'll take it. Oxygen bubbles over here. Let me make sure we're still researching. We can do animal capturing right here, so we'll go ahead and start that off too. So apparently there's some kind of pet mechanic gameplay in the game. We scanned that. There's a dead guy over here.
Recording. It was recent too. I don't think I have it in me to listen to this.
Yeah, it looks like he got his head done. His kappa done got detated.
Captain's log. Good day. We finished setting up our little outpost here. The wounded are being treated and oxygen supplies are sorted.
Finish researching.
Nearly everyone's accounted for. Nearly. We've been out searching for Quinn. Still, no sign of her so far. But she's tough. I'm sure she's made it. During our search, we discovered a massive collection of ruins. They look similar to the image we received during the briefing. After we find Quinn and patch everyone up, getting to those ruins is going to be our top priority. What? Everyone! Diamond formation! Get in a defensive position! Protect the wounded!
This can't be happening. Everyone's gone. Just like that?
Okay. We got a scrap heap over there. These frequently give me good stuff, so yeah, we got some food. It looked like that's flashing right there. At least it did for a second. Free thermo stick. I guess I'll take that. Let's just see if we can, like, pull everything we possibly can out of this area. Got a little bit more oxygen on that side. I'd like to get some mining equipment up and running, but honestly, I feel like we're sort of critically low on, like, inventory space. And so until we have, like, a base set up and, like, a way to store our stuff, unfortunately, I'm not hugely in the market for getting new things. So we've got oxygen filtering over here, but we need to have a level 2 module. Ooh, a basic backpack. Yeah, research the basic backpack. I need to have more space. We'll go ahead and put the stick on right there so that we stay warm for the night. And I'm just going to kind of do researches and wait for more things to come up until we can actually build something. All right, well, we can make a backpack. Unfortunately, I need to have level 2 research module. So I don't know when we get level 2 research module, but it seems like a great number of these things are sort of gated by whether or not we have access to the research module. All right, well, it wants me to talk to Carl, so I guess I'll do that.
Our crew was attacked and were forced to retreat.
I am not detecting any signs a retreat took place. The most probable outcome is that our crew did not survive the attack. Due to this emergency situation, you are now acting captain. The responsibilities of this mission are now in your hands.
What? Me? Don't say that, Carl. We don't know for sure what happened. The crew said they found some ruins. I'm sure that's where they retreated to. We need to make our way there and regroup with them.
Captain Hicks, I strongly recommend establishing a suitable base and fabricating equipment before traveling to the ruins. The unknown force that killed our crew necessitate further caution.
Don't call me that. I'm not the captain. Let's prepare our defenses, gear up, and find everyone.
Okay. So after some investigation, it looks like the level 2 research module is actually something we craft. So we need electrical wiring, and I have the stuff for the electrical wiring, so we can knock that out right now. So there we go. We've got the level 2 research module.
I should get better results from now on.
All right, so if we can get a backpack rocking, I feel like we'll be in good shape. We can get fabric armor over here. I just think it's a good idea to actually oxygen filtering. I feel like I spend all of my time trying to find more oxygen, and it looks like I can actually make some kind of mask with this that may diminish. I was actually going to talk about it. I was like, I feel like your oxygen declines a little bit too fast. I feel like they could ease up on that, but it looks like there's actually research that's going to assist with that, and so I'm glad that I didn't. I feel pretty good about skipping over that dialogue.
I hope I don't fall down one of those ravines.
I don't think you have to worry about falling down a ravine for right now. Although if we can get to like a more wide open area, yeah, I need some, I think I have enough timber right there. What other stuff do I need for like a small backpack? So if we wanted to do, we need a timber rope. Can I make that right now? So the timber rope is a crafting component, but we need resin in order to make it. There's a resin mound right there, so I can get the resin right this second if I had mining equipment. So maybe we make an explorer's pick? Yeah, there we go. Hey, and then we chipped away at the resin, and so now we're good. There we go, perfect. And we got some mineral data out of it. So it looks like they're constantly rewarding you with just like extra research data as you're going through. Let's look at, so the air synth requires a filter. I don't know if I can make the filter just yet. I need an air sac. Okay, the mini pack, I need a chitterling shell. I think those are chitterlings right there, but I'm not super crazy sure about it, so we may have to kill one. If we had timber cloth, it looks like we can make a net. So let's see if we can capture one, then maybe kill it. Alright, where's he at? There's one right there. So we kind of don't want it to see us. Let's go see if we can catch one of these little bastards. Oh, he saw me. How far can I throw that? Not really far enough. Oh, but you can sneak up behind him. Hey, I got him. Nice. Okay, so we'll scan him.
My scanner is reacting to this. I should scan it.
All right. So we've scanned the chitterling. And if we kill it, it looks like we get its shell. And we can also eat it. And we get the net back, so that's even better. I'll scan all the meats and everything. Okay, so we've got the chitterling shell. That means we should be able to make the backpack? Yeah. So I just need the Tamberling rope now, or the Tamberling rope.
Nowhere to put that.
Oh, okay. Let me chuck some of this stuff out real fast. We can pick it back up once we've got a little bit more storage. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Hey, all right. So it gave us 4 more slots right there. It's not much. Oh, we actually have like a little backpack on now, too. I did not expect that. I actually really, really appreciate the fact that they went to the effort of adding visual flair for like the armor and for like the backpacks. I assume that when we put on helmets and stuff, it'll change those around. So that sounds good. I don't know if I need more chitterling shells. I don't know if that's entirely necessary just yet. What else? So we wanted the air synth. I need a filter for that. In order to make the filter, I need an air sac. I don't know if these things down here, they look kind of air sac-ish. I don't know, they look kind of air sac-ish to you, and they look kind of air sac-ish to me. Let me get some air real fast, though. There we go. Fill me up a little bit more. Buy me another couple seconds of survival. There was like those weird little spiky plants down here that were shooting projectiles at us that sort of seemed unidentified balloon stock. Hey, we found it. Nice. Okay, so that means, let me
progress.
I know, I'm breaking out the torch. Give me a second. All right, so we need to make the filter. Hey, all right, so we made the filter, and now let's make the air synth. Perfect. And so now we actually don't have a helmet on anymore. We've got like a little gas mask on. Okay. Okay, well, we got some organic data off that thing. I'm going to gather up some more air sacs just so we've got a little bit of extra oxygen we can carry around with us. Just seems like a really, really good plan. I'm glad that that was so close and, like, achievable. Like, I didn't have to run all over the map in order to find it. We kind of just, like, stumbled into it. I think it's a good idea to figure out what our next goal is. I think that armor is a really, really good thing to have. And then it looks like we can also make our new security baton. That way we can defend ourselves. We can also get a shock coil, which looks like some kind of whip. We can get portable lighting, so that's going to be a head-mounted thing that allows us to maybe have a flashlight or something like that. It looks like our oxygen goes down incredibly slowly while we've got the air synth on, so that should buy us a little bit of time to mess around with. I'm going to gather from the cactus as well just to get a little bit more goodies ready to rock. And then we've also got the basic workshop over here, which I feel like is a really good idea. I'd hate to, like, get to the end of the video and not have shown off, like, maybe what we can do with base building. And so maybe I'll consider that as well. Although I do think that we need to find a biome that is somewhat conducive to living inside of it as of right now. That feels like a really good plan to me. And actually, this biome looks pretty good right here. It's all grassy, it's all green, it's all pleasant. So I'm going to go in and research the basic workshop, and we're going to build the basic workshop, and we're going to see how that helps us out. But it does seem like there's a pretty wide breadth of things to research and craft. Like, I don't know exactly what the depth of the game is going to be, but honestly, it seems like there's a lot of things to fiddle around with. And if you're into crafting games, I haven't seen anything thus far that's made me think like this is a really, really bad survival game that's been stamped out to capitalize on the fact that, like, survival games always go viral on YouTube. And so, like, everything here feels like it's actually fairly qualitatively well done. The voice acting is superb, actually. I did not expect the voice acting to be quite as good as it is. Okay, so for a fabrication bench, we need ferron ore. So we're going to need to track down some iron, effectively, somewhere. I assume that's going to be in these little Badlands areas, so that's overgrown wildlands. I'll keep an eye out for it.
What a dense jungle. The canopy is thick, and the air is humid.
Anyways, I'll keep an eye out for it, but I want to do, like, at least building a workbench or something before we go, because we are running out of time, like, you know, un poco, and so, like... Alrighty, so I lucked out a little bit and I found a ferron mine down there. One cool thing with the contextual UI is that if you need to mine something, like let's say that I take my pickaxe out and I put in my security baton, when you go to interact with a object, it automatically equips the tool you need in order to interact with that object without you having to fiddly-diddly with the UI and adding unnecessary unnecessary ancillary clicks, I guess, which I think is actually a really, really good quality of life feature. Fabrication bench is right there. Let's kind of see how this goes. So it looks like it uses a grid-based system. I like that. That's good. Allows you to line things up all nice and spiffy. And then looking at our fabrication bench, I don't know if that's going to lower the amount of stuff we need in order to craft the things we need, or how that helped us. Ah, fabrication bench required nearby. So that's to take us up to research 3. Gotcha. Okay, so certain items are going to require us to have that nearby. We also have access to a storage locker, which I feel is something we're absolutely going to need. One big check for games like this that I always like to do is, can I craft from stuff inside my locker if it's nearby? There is no indicative arrow as to what the front facing is for some of this stuff. That is an important feature that I would recommend. Let's find something that requires ferron. And so let's say we have something that requires, that needs polykine. Okay, so let's put the polykine inside the chest right here and see if it will let us craft out of the chest using our polykine. And indeed it will, and in fact it looks like it's got an area of influence. So once again, great, fantastic. That's one of the things I look for in every single crafting game, is whether or not you can craft out of your chests, and frankly like 80% of games fail that test. So there you go. This game is called Beyond Contact. kind of actually a surprising little game that, like, I never got sent a key for it. I never got a press kit for it. I never got told it was coming out. But it seems to be put together reasonably well. Like, I haven't seen anything so far that's made me think this game, like, sucks. Like, the attack animations, I think, could be a little bit smoother and a little bit more action-y and, like, comboable. And, like, a dodge roll would be nice. But aside from that, like, everything's looking pretty good to me right now. So anyways, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Beyond Contact. Tomorrow, we will very likely have something else. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.